Chris Lee, Blake Lovell, and Blayne Gilmer of Southeastern 14 here to continue our Bold Predictions series. Today we're at Ole Miss. Blake, I'll start with you. I'll end with Blayne. Give me your bold prediction for Ole Miss football in 2023.
Yeah, apologies to Ole Miss fans. This one is not very good. I'd rank this on the lower. Well, I appreciate that, Chris. My goodness, you can at least try to prop me up a little bit here. But no, this is not a great one. Honestly, Ole Miss was one of the ones that I struggled the most with in our bold prediction series because, I think it's also, that they're adding new players to the mix, and we've kind of seen them be a transfer portal type team in recent seasons. You got some new guys coming in and some uncertainty with the quarterback situation. But the one thing we do know is they got a running back that's really good, and Quinshon Judkins finished last season 7th in the nation in rushing yards. And I think just looking at the kind of guys that are returning, I think he can eclipse all of them this season in terms of how many yards he puts up on the ground. So I don't know how bold this is because we know there have been a lot of people talking about 2,000 yards. I feel like, Chris, when we were at SEC Media Day, it got asked multiple times, can you hit 2,000 yards this season? I didn't want to go that bold to say he's going to get 2,000 yards, but I will say he is your rushing king in college football this season in terms of the number of yards he puts up. So give me Quinshon Judkins to be the top producing running back from a rushing standpoint in college football this season.
Way to jump out on a limb there, buddy.
Hey, look, he was 7th last year. Okay, so you got to do some work to get up to number 1. So it's been a bold offseason. So how about this? He's going to rush for 2,500 yards. There you go. If you want something bold, 2,500 is what he's going for. There you go. I just didn't have anything else exciting for Ole Miss. I apologize. So
I'll be honest. I had a lot of
clipboard throw. Like how high Lane Kiffin's going to get the clipboard? 50 feet in the air. What are we talking?
How many golf balls Lane Kiffin pockets this year? At SEC stadiums could we never know. Okay, in all seriousness, I'm making fun of you because this was tough. I had a really hard time with both Mississippi schools, but I decided to put the bold in this, and I don't know how bold it is. I mean, I guess you could say we don't even know for sure he's going to be the quarterback all year because they got 3 of them at least, not to mention the 16-year-old they signed. But I'm going to go because I've heard he's better, and the defenses are going to be focused on Quinshon Judkins. Ole Miss is going to run the ball a lot. Jaxson Dart may not lead the SEC in passing yards, but he will lead the SEC in yards per throw. I think they'll be a little bit more efficient. This just in, Lane Kiffin can coach offensive football. So my bold prediction is that Jaxson Dart leads the SEC in yards per throw. Blayne, it is now your turn.
All right. I think based on you look at the schedules, okay, and you look at who these teams play, and I'll say the other team in just a minute, but Ole Miss, a game at Auburn, we don't know exactly what Auburn's going to be, and this is starting October 21st. Then they have Vanderbilt at home, A&M at home. We don't know what either one of those teams is going to look like late in the season. They could be total disasters. Then they go to Georgia. Georgia has Florida, which is always, even if Florida is awful, it's always a physical game between those two teams because of the rivalry. Then Georgia has Missouri, which we know how good they're going to be defensively and be very physical. And then Georgia has Tennessee the week after Ole Miss at Tennessee. I'm going to say Georgia gets caught looking ahead a little bit, and Ole Miss plays Georgia the closest regular season game of the entire year. I think Ole Miss has a chance to win that game in the fourth quarter in Athens. I'm not saying they will, but they're going to be within 1 score in the fourth quarter having a chance to win that ball game, with Georgia having a big game at Tennessee the next week. That's my bold prediction in 2023 for the Ole Miss Rebels.
When's the last time those teams played?
Back in Kirby's first year, I think they went out to Ole Miss, and Ole Miss just beat Georgia senseless.
Yeah, that's not I was going to say, didn't feel like a series that we've seen anytime recently. So looking forward to seeing that one. Hope you guys enjoyed our picks. Again, this is one of the tougher ones to do. We're doing these for all 14 SEC teams that are either up or they will be up in the coming day or two. Best way to get all those, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the like button, that helps our analytics. For Blake Lovell, And send us your predictions. Tell us where we're wrong or what we missed or whatever. Put those in the comments too. We'll have some fun with that. For Blake Lovell and Blayne Gilmer, I'm Chris Lee of Southeastern 14. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.